document. So let us start our relaxation practice. You can sit or lie down if you want to sit. That is a good any posture. Close your eyes. So the first we are learning and also doing the practice. So every time we do the practice, it is always good to introduce the very practice. So it is a four-step relaxation. You can also say it is Shavasana practice, and you can also say it is relaxation, mindfulness, beginning practice. Relaxation in yoga means the mind is withdrawn from outside to inside and allowed the mind to live within. So, when the mind lives within, then we enter into deeper relaxation. That relaxation comes from inside. Traditional relaxation we are doing today. The entire journey of yoga is asatoma satgamaya tamasoma jyotirgamaya mrityurmamritangamaya. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. It simply means lead us from unreal, false to the truth, lead us from darkness to light, or ignorance to wisdom, and lead us from death to immortality. Let there be peace, peace, and peace. Eyes are closed. You sit in any posture. The spine more or less is straight, but not overstretched. The neck and the spine are aligned. The hips, spine, neck align in a line. The body is steady, effortless, and the mind looking within happily. Now we will start the first step of relaxation. Look at the head and the neck. Feel the sensation and awareness. Then move the mind or look at the right arm. Feel the sensation and become aware. Feel the left arm, sensation and awareness. Look at the chest and the belly. You're not making any effort. You're not trying to force the mind. Casually, you are looking at the rib cage and the belly. Feel the sensation and become aware. Look at the right leg. Mind is looking at the right leg. You feel the sensation and become aware. Look at the left leg mentally. Feel the sensation and become aware. Now look at the entire body, from the top to the toes. Feel the sensation and become aware. This is the first step of relaxation. Now we will move to the second step. Again, look at the head and the neck. This time, you feel the sensation and experience the stillness. You see, I'm modulating my voice to help the mind to experience the state. Look at the right arm. Feel the sensation and experience the stillness. Left arm, be there. Feel the sensation and experience the stillness. The mind moves to the chest and the belly. It is looking the chest and the belly. Feel the sensation and experience the stillness. Move the mind or look the right leg. Feel the sensation and experience the stillness. Move the mind on the left leg. Feel the sensation and experience the stillness. Move the mind on the entire body. Feel the sensation and experience the stillness. Move the mind once again from the top to the toes and feel the sensation and experience the stillness. Now, the next step, move the mind inside the forehead. Looking at the space inside the forehead. When you see the space within, just say to yourself, I'm in peace. Move the mind once again deep inside the forehead. When you see inside the forehead, you see the space or blankness. And when you see that space or blankness or emptiness, Say in your mind, I'm in peace. Move the mind once again deep inside. Become aware of the space inside the forehead. When you are aware of the space or emptiness, say in your mind, I'm in peace. Even you can say, I am the peace. Now, the mind is looking within and living within. So, when the mind is living within and looking within, if it continues to look and live within, the relaxation and the calmness start descending down into the body, mind, and the whole life. But we have to help the mind to continue to live within. So, from inside the space, you start looking at the breath. So, the breath is, you see the breath is going in and coming out. No change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath. So simply look, the breath is going in and breath is coming out. That is, and so first thing that you see the breath is going in and coming out and feel the sensation. Feel the sensation at the tip of the nose when the breath goes in and when the breath comes out. And no change in the rate, no change in the rate and rhythm of the breath. And now do nothing. Yes, you have to do nothing. Means what? The mind is doing nothing. And you experience the state of calm, relaxation, peace. So just be and remain in that state of doing nothing. And in that state of doing nothing, listen to the mantra. Why we chant the mantra before and after? When we do chanting of the mantra, teacher does the chanting of the mantra and you are listening. The relaxation becomes deeper. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. We are doing a traditional approach of relaxation. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. Let everyone be happy. When the mind listens to this, let everyone be happy, the relaxation is deeper. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Let everyone be healthy. Sarve santu niramaya. That is the second line, in fact. That means let everyone be healthy. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Let everyone be blessed. Ma kaschid dukha bhag bhavet. Let everyone be free from miseries in this world. We also include ourselves. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let there be peace, peace, and peace. Now we return in a specific way. First, bring the mind on the right hand and feel. Bring the mind on the left hand. Feel. Feel the sensation. Bring the mind on the right hand and feel the sensation. Me. Then bring the mind on the left hand. Feel the sensation. Then lift your both the palms, place it on your closed eyes, and open the eyes. Raise your hands and put it on the closed eyes. And then open the eyes inside the palms. Check, experience, feel, and bring the hands down. How are you? You have to open. I muted you, so unmute it. Now tell me, how do you feel?
Good. Very relaxed.
Very relaxed. That is, yeah, you can say that is the traditional approach. What we did, we started chanting the mantra in the beginning. We gave an introduction of the relaxation, and then we made the body comfortable, and then we started the fourth step. After the fourth step, we enter into the state of doing nothing, and then we chanted the mantra. Hmm? and and then we return in a way. So this we will understand now by this paper. I have modified some papers, so I'll be sending you the revised uh, paper also. So
Okay.
let us see the first part. So when you see the first part, the method of learning yoga, any practice. So we learn by listening and also reading. So listening to the teacher is very important in learning or in studying yoga. Why? Because all the principles of yoga are written, you can say, as a GIF file or in encrypted form. Why GIF file? That because in ancient days we did not have any means of writing the text. There was no notebook. Now you have all the notebook, pen, and different modes of learning. In those days, we did not have any mode of learning. So our masters, they compress the many principles into a small phrases in Sanskrit. Or you can say they collected 10 different files or 10 different principles and then they compressed it. It became a zip file. We need to open it. So just by studying the text doesn't help us. So that is the first method of learning is learning by listening and also reading. Second point is learning by reflecting. What do you mean by reflecting? Once you learn from a teacher, then you should ask questions. So how should we ask questions? First thing to understand why to ask question. To remove the doubt. Why to remove the doubt? Where the doubt enters into the mind. Why the doubt enters? Because there is no clarity of understanding. So we should always be open. As a student of yoga, we should always ask questions. And it is very simple to remember what, why, how, where, when. These five W's, if you remember the five W's, you can ask you, okay, what is relaxation? And let the mind answer, what is that relaxation? You see what I said during the introduction of relaxation practice? I said relaxation in yoga is moving the mind within and helping the mind to live within. Now, see, this understanding is different from relaxation in day to day life. Your dad might be saying, I just want to relax. Let me have a cup of tea. Or, oh, let me grab a bottle of, what you say? What is that? Beer and wine. So, relaxation in modern life is based on we either drink or we use some other means outside to relax. In yoga, relaxation is always moving the mind within, looking within, not outside. See the difference between the relaxation that we normally talk about. Then otherwise we say that, oh no, I have studied 4 hours and let me start gossiping. So we find even the gossiping is also a kind of relaxation. But if you start gossiping, what happens? The mind wanders here and there. You drain your energy. You don't feel it. The gossip drains your energy. When you are aware and attentive, it gathers energy, it increases the energy. So, the third point learning by practice to change. After learning, we should always practice. Yoga is practical, it is applied. So, we should always think, okay, now I have understood. So, what is the way to practice, to experience the change? That is why I said, let us practice first. So we did the practice first. And so we always should inquire, okay, I have understood. Now there is no doubt. How should I practice to bring about a change in my life? Who is that person in the world that do not want to relax? Everyone wants to relax. But the fascinating thing that if we can relax without any means, if we can relax without any means outside, that is the beauty of yoga. So you close your eyes and you follow the 4 steps and you enter into a deeper relaxation. So we are understanding the methods of tips of learning, method of learning. So once we practice, we experience the change. It is always good to write it down. What we have heard, what we have reflected, and what we have practiced. Just by yourself. Okay, asking question, okay, to your mind, what is relaxation? Huh? Why relaxation? What are the steps of relaxation? And ultimately, when you write it, it gives the knowledge becomes permanent in your mind. That is how the method of learning is yoga. And the fifth point is then we should apply it in our life. You see that, say, for example, today you woke up in the morning. What was the first thought you had in your mind?
Snooze my alarm.
Ah, sneeze, you snooze. Very good. Now see that the mind depended on the clock to snooze the alarm. So I depend on the clock to wake up. Now see, on Sunday, the moment we wake up in the morning, the mind says my mood is upset. Why it happens? So we are answering the fifth point, apply in our daily life. So the moment we wake up in the morning, it is good to do the practice even for 5 minutes. Sitting, just sit, wake up, and then close your eyes, and then you start doing the four steps. Check that you are deeply relaxed and calm. You will discover that even after 8 and 9 hours of sleep, you seem to be fresh in the morning. But when you practice relaxation, you will discover there is a deeper calm. And before going to bed, do the same practice even while lying down. You will find the change in our attitude, in our behavior. We become calmer and calmer and calmer. In any practice, that is the way we should learn yoga. And especially relaxation and meditation or mindfulness. Now go to the second part of it. What is Ananda? Ananda is a Sanskrit word which means permanent happiness. What is permanent happiness? So I have given a quote. First, I explained the Ananda, and then I gave a quote from a verse from a great master whose name is Shankara. So you see that that is how we write. Bhaj Govindam is a text, and by Shankara. Shankara is a great master of yoga. So before we go further, so what is the meaning of Ananda in Sanskrit? A means from all the sides, and Nanda means happiness or joy. So when there is a joy from all the sides, that is the meaning of permanent happiness, calmness, relaxation. That can only happen when we move the mind within and continue to live within. Simple way. Relaxation is moving the mind within and living within. Now understand this verse Yogaratova, Bhogaratova, Sangaratova, Sangavihina. Yasya Brahmani Ramate Chittam Nandati Nandati Nandatyeva. So you see that one may like meditative practice or worldly pleasures, may be attached or detached. Sometimes what happens, you may have someone, whom your mind dislikes, and you want to have a distance with that guy or girl. Sometimes we like someone, we are attached. We want to be with that guy or girl. Sometime, it happens to our mind, Mom, you want to be with mom instead of dad, even if you love both of them. Don't tell me, but it happens. It is natural. It is natural. So, why it happens? Because the mind has an attachment with one person, or mind has an detachment with one person. So, what the master is saying, this attachment and detachment may give you calmness or a joy for some time, but only one thing is required. What is that? Fixing one's mind on the self lovingly means moving the mind within, living within. That will bring bliss. Bliss means the permanent happiness. Permanent happiness. Permanent happiness. Did you get it? Yes, let us go little deeper. Be a good person. I have always been saying, so we are going to repeat it. Patanjali says when we reach to the highest state by the practice of yoga, we discover our true nature. As you said to me in the beginning, our true nature or real self is the truth, pure consciousness, love, permanent happiness, and wisdom. You know, behind there is a curtain. Say there is a curtain. I have a blackout curtain at the back behind this backdrop. Why? Because my windows are facing to the east. So early in the morning, it gives that uh, tremendous heat and the energy. And when there is a light from the back, then you cannot see my face clearly. So I had a curtain. Now, in the morning, I have this curtain all the time. There is a sunrise, and still I don't see it. I'm giving you an example to understand. So, that sunrise, consider now that sun is our essential nature. And what is the curtain? Curtain is the mind that is always running outside in search of the peace, calmness, happiness. So, what is the journey of yoga? Remove that curtain. So, after removing the curtain, you don't ask the sun to enter its light inside, it will automatically enter. Did you understand that point? You remove the curtain, the sunlight is already there, it will enter. Similarly, when we move the mind within, the mind as such is removed. And when the mind is removed, then mind reveals that true nature. That is all the journey of yoga. That is why I say, what is being a good person? So, what is being a good person? Good person thinks, speaks, works in peace, calmness, happiness, knowledge, and love. You are aware all the time. The moment you want to speak, there is a peace behind that speech. There is a peace behind the thought. There is a peace behind the action. And I know you have that experience and you are living into that. Second point that I made here, good person is always happy and peaceful. I should remain cheerful. Why? Because of my true nature. Because of my True nature, that is always. So, what is the meaning of permanent peace? There is no pain and pleasure. There is no sorrow and happiness. There is always and only happiness. That is our nature. And that is one reason when we do practice of relaxation and calmness all the time, then we become aware of that true nature, and that helps us. Second, good person always speaks softly and gently. And I know you have a very soft and gentle speaking. Good person is free from anxiety, stress, and frustration. The moment you have the anxiety, you feel your mood is upset, remember what to remember. Let me practice it. Let me see, when I practice, my mind moves within. It drops the anxiety, it drops the stress, it drops the frustration, and then start the journey of my life. Another way to understand what to be a good person, to succeed in life, at school, at job, at home, with family, with peers, and everyone. That mind is not carried away by attachment and detachment. That mind is not carried away by hatred, huh? by anxiety. When one person comes, mind is full of pleasure. When the other person comes, the mind is full of anxiety. No, mind is equal. Means you have a total control over yourself. What are the steps? If you go a little deeper, that I have already explained it, to know the principles, learn it, understand it, practice it, and experience. So, if you go, how now come to the practice part. Practice four-step relaxation. This four-step relaxation, you can say it is also shavasana. You can give the same practice. If people wants to do shavasana, you say, okay, lie down and follow the same practice. It becomes shavasana. It is also the four-step relaxation. Or you can say some people wants to do the practice of beginning of a mindfulness. You say, okay, whether you want to sit or lie down, you can give the same practice. Now, six steps to learn and perfect the relaxation practice. What are those steps? First, understanding and practice steps. Second step is the practice. Third is the transcription for oneself and others. So when you do the practice to yourself, your mind is active and the mind is giving instruction to yourself. Clear? And when you, the same instruction you give to others. I always stress upon that after the practice, it is good to ask participants how do they feel, to share their experiences. The fifth point is the helper and the barriers. There are some helpers in the practice of relaxation and meditation, and there are some obstacles in the practice of relaxation and meditation. So sometimes the mind is crazy, it is running here and there. So we will understand how to modify that relaxation to help the wandering mind to go within. Sometime in a class, say you are teaching 10 students, practice is the same. But out of the 10 students, 5 students, their mind is wandering. How do you realize their mind is wandering? They are moving their body during the practice, they are fidgeting, Their eyeballs are moving. They change their position in the postures again and again. It means their mind is wandering. So, we will also learn in the next lesson that how to help those people with the same practice of relaxation. Then, helper and bearer experiences and indications. So when you share when people, students share their experiences, you come to know that yes, they are deeply relaxed. Clear? Any doubt? So now go to the 8 steps of relaxation and mindfulness practice. First step is the preparation. And we have an external preparation. There should be more or less, a quiet place, time, fragrance, silent room. Sometime, when in our country we say, okay, let's have a fragrance, we put on incense sticks, we put some diffuser. Everything is okay. They are external. We need not to worry about them. If they are there, it's good. If they are not there, still there is a power of the relaxation that can relax at any moment, in any situation, in any place. The second part of the preparation is being comfortable. So, being comfortable, I have not sent, just, by mistake, I have not added that. So, I have added that in my paper. So, I'm going to send you. So, being comfortable. So, how you become comfortable? Understand that's a basic difference. So just when you say that, close your eyes, and then what say you say? You move the mind on the neck joint. Be there, feel the sensation, being comfortable and steadiness. So then you are, then second point, you move the mind on the shoulder joints. You feel it, feel the sensation, being comfortable and steadiness. We are going to do that. I'm going to add this. So, in that way, preparation part, being comfortable. In being comfortable, what you do? You move the mind on different joints of the body: neck joint, shoulder joint, elbows, hip joint, joints all over the body, and feeling sensation, being comfortable and steadiness. So, what happens when you ask, when you do this step? The if there is some stress in the joints, it is automatically removed. When it is automatically removed, then you are ready. So now you see that in the 8th step of relaxation mindfulness practice, I said step 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 basic steps that should be included in every practice of meditation, or this 4 step relaxation, or shavasana, or relaxation mindfulness. 7th step is doing nothing. 6th step is doing nothing. 7th is recitation, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And 8th is the sharing of experiences. Clear? Now see that when we say Om, that is also one of the important. You inhale deeply. When you are reciting the chanting, you inhale deeply, and while exhaling, you only chant the word Om. Om. Just a pause, take another deeper breath, and then say, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Clear? So you inhale first. Then you take another breath and then you say Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I have seen many kids when they start giving the practice, Shanti, Shanti, they are as if they are in a hurry. So when you are in a hurry, the mind of those participants will also be in a hurry. That will not lead us to relaxation. See that? So that is one point we should understand. Now go a little deeper how to give the practice. Introduction about you. I'm Every, and I have just completed Youth Yoga Teachers Training, and I'm fascinated by the yoga, just whatever you want to say. So once you have introduced yourself, then you introduce the name of the practice. If the person is doing Shavasana, you say, okay, we will be doing Shavasana in 4 steps. 4 step relaxation. We are going to do 4 step relaxation. Or if the person says, no, I want to do the mindfulness, okay, so we are going to do the relaxation mindfulness practice today. Clear? Huh? You introduce yourself and then you introduce the name, you tell the name of the practice. Or explain the recitation of the mantra in a traditional practice. So, what we have done in the beginning is a traditional approach of relaxation mindfulness practice. Why it is traditional? I chanted the mantra in the beginning, I chanted the mantra in the end. So, that becomes a traditional approach. You can do without it. You simply introduce yourself, you tell the name of the practice, and then you can start the practice. Clear? So, we are going to do a modern approach to the practice, and then you see that, then you will understand, explain the science and the principle of yoga. See that? So, in one line, or two sentences, it is always good to explain what exactly is the relaxation. The relaxation in yoga is moving the mind within, helping the mind to live within. That is what I explained in the beginning of a relaxation mindfulness practice. And then we follow the preparation part, being comfortable. Then we name the step of the practice and we do that practice. And as I explained before, that is what is. So now see that how to go for modern approach to the practice of relaxation. Let us do another practice again. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Sit in any comfortable posture, preferably meditative pose, or you can still, or you can lie down. Eyes are closed gently. We are going to do 4 step relaxation practice. You see, I named the name of the practice. Then I'm introducing relaxation in yoga is moving the mind within and living, helping the mind within. So we are following a modern approach to the relaxation in which we just skip in the beginning, we skip the mantra and we skip even om. Some people don't want to listen or chant the Om, it's okay. Yoga brings freedom. So we should be a good teacher to understand. So now let us prepare for relaxation. When the eyes are closed, the body is comfortable. Look at the neck joint. Look at the neck joint. Feel the sensation being comfortable and steadiness. Check. Do you experience? Do you feel the neck joint? Yes. Do you feel comfortable? Yes. And do you feel the sense of steadiness in the body? Why we are preparing for relaxation in being comfortable. Then look at the shoulder joints. Mind is looking, shoulder joints means mind is feeling. Where are the shoulder joints? Feel the sensation being comfortable and steadiness. And look at the hip joint. Be there. Who is there? Mind. Where it is? On the hip joint. You feel the sensation being comfortable and steadiness. So, in the preparation, when we are preparing for relaxation, that step is known as being comfortable. And in being comfortable, we move the mind on the joints of the body. Now move the mind on all the joints of the body from neck joint, shoulder joints, elbows, wrist, fingers, hip, knees, ankles, toes, and feel the sensation being comfortable and steadiness. Now, as we discussed, we follow the step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Step 1, looking at the head and the neck, moving the mind on the head and the neck, taking the mind on the head and the neck. You can use any phrase or you can create your own sentence or a phrase. Move the mind on the head and the neck. Be there. Feel the sensation being comfortable and steadiness. Now, feel the sensation and awareness. In the step 1, we use sensation and awareness. You see, deliberately I use a different word. So move the mind on the right arm, be there, feel the sensation, and become aware of the right arm. Move the mind on the left arm. So the mind is moving on the left arm, feeling, sensation, and awareness. Moving the mind on the rib cage and the belly, or simply you can say move the mind on the rib cage. Be there, feel the sensation, and become aware. Move the mind on the belly. We are in step number 1. Why I'm saying this? So that you understand not only how to give the practice and how to take the practice. So the mind goes to the belly and you feel the sensation and awareness. It is step 1. In step 1, what is the two words important? Sensation and awareness. Move the mind on the right leg. I can also say move the mind on the right leg from the right side of the waist to the toes, as if the mind is touching every cell of the right leg. Follow any phrase. You not need not to be habitual. And then feel the sensation and awareness. Move the mind on the left leg. Feel the sensation and become aware. Move the mind on the entire body. Feel the sensation and become aware. It is always good that once I will be sending you this audio file, you listen to it again and again and write down what I have spoken. And then change your expression. So, in the step 1, we use sensation and awareness. The mind on the entire body. Mind is looking at the body as if you are looking at your own body from outside and you feel the sensation and awareness. In step 2, we always use sensation and stillness. Why stillness in the body? To help the mind to move within and live within. And we follow the same approach. Move the mind on the head and the neck. You look at the head and the neck. You feel the sensation and experience the stillness there. In the step 1, sensation and awareness. In the step 2, we experience the sensation and stillness without forcing the mind to keep the body still. What is the secret? We are earning stillness. Why we are earning stillness? So that the mind continues to move within and live within. Move the mind on the right arm. Feel the sensation and experience the stillness. Move the mind on the left arm. Feel the sensation and experience the stillness. Difference between step 1 and 2. Step 1, sensation and awareness. Step 2, sensation and stillness. Move the mind on the rib cage. Feel the sensation and experience the stillness. How simple it is. Move the mind on the belly. Feel the sensation and experience the stillness. Move the mind on the belly. Feel the sensation and experience the stillness. Move the mind on the right leg. Feel the sensation and experience the stillness. Move the mind on the left leg. Feel the sensation and experience the stillness. Always. This practice today is to help you to grasp every step in with clarity. So in the step one, we have the sensation and awareness, and in the second step, uh, we have sensation in the stillness. So the mind goes to the entire body and you feel the sensation and stillness. Now, third, step number three. So, in step number three, there are a couple of variations, and we will understand those variations. Look inside the forehead. Become aware of the space, emptiness, or blankness there. You see, the moment you are aware of the blankness, say to yourself, I'm in peace, or you can simply say, I am the peace. Both are okay. Move the mind once again inside the forehead. Become aware of the space or emptiness within. The moment you see that space and emptiness, say to yourself, I'm the peace, or I'm in peace. We are following a modern approach where we minimize, we drop the mantra practice. Some people may not. So we start with this journey and gradually we will take up the traditional approach. Three times we have to follow the step number three. Move the mind once again inside the forehead. Be there, feel the space, become aware of the space, and say to yourself, I'm in peace. Third step is done. Now the fourth step. Just for the sake of understanding, the step one, we use the word sensation and awareness. Step two, we experience sensation and stillness. Step three, we move the mind inside the head in the space and we say, I'm the peace and or I'm in peace. Fourth step, looking at the breath. So, looking at the breath is moving in and out. So, that is one way of looking at it. But we ask the mind to go a little deeper. What is that? So, we follow the 3 points. First point, you find that the breath is going in and out. You are knowing it. That is the meaning you are aware of the breath. Second point, when the breath goes in and comes out, you feel the sensation of the breath. Second point. Third point, you do not change the rate and the rhythm of the breath. So, what we are doing, we just keep looking at the breath. In a way, we are not doing anything. We're just looking at the breath going in and out. That helps the mind to live within. When the mind lives within, it leaves the world of objects outside, and that moves us into the state of relaxation. Now, do nothing. Now, this is apart from the four steps. Fourth step is the heart of relaxation practice. But one is the preparatory step, and this after the four steps we say doing nothing. You do nothing, you remain in the state of doing nothing. Why? When you live into the state of doing nothing, the mind naturally lives within. That is the secret. And normally, when you are giving the practice to others, it is good to, it is good, what is good? To check your clock that you are giving that state of doing nothing for minimum 1 minute. And after 1 minute, instead of long mantra, you can simply say Om Shanti 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 3 times. So, do you remember what I said? You have to inhale deeply. Second breath. Shanti Shanti Shanti. Again inhale. Shanti. Now, you see that? Again, I should give a pause. Inhale again. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So that as a teacher, you know, the participants knows that the teacher is not in a hurry. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And now the next step is how to return. So we ask the participants to return gently. Bring the mind on the right hand. Feel the sensation. Mind on the left hand. Feel the sensation. Raise both your palms. Place it on your eyes and open the eyes inside. Know your experiences. Then bring the hands down. How do you feel, Avery?
Very relaxed.
Deeply relaxed. I appreciate you. You did it almost for 30 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Would you believe that? 30 minutes you did it.
Surprising.
And you're so relaxed and calm. You got it. So, what I have done in this paper, I have added the transcription of the practice also. And I have modified this paper. I'm going to send you this and also the audio file so that you can listen. And there are assignment for the practice. Uh, there are 5 assignments and 5 or 6 questions. So you have to complete this question and you have to send me, right? You have to send me what is relaxation in yoga, what are the 5 methods of learning yoga, how to attain ananda in life by yoga. I have already answered all the questions. What are the 6 steps to learn and perfect the relaxation practice? What are the 8 steps of relaxation practice? What are the different ways of giving relaxation practice? Means you can give this as a 4 step relaxation, you can give it as a shavasana, you can give it as relaxation mindfulness. Clear? Tell me if you have any doubt.
No, that makes sense.
That makes sense. So, last point again, I'm stressing fundamentally, we have four steps in the four-step relaxation. That is why I say it is a four-step. But it ultimately that relaxation practice is complete with the eight steps. You sometime traditional approach, you chant, you introduce yourself, then you ask the participants to prepare for relaxation by being comfortable, and after then in between this four steps are coming, and after that you say that you at least you ask the participants to remain in the state of doing nothing for 1 minute, and after that you chant the mantra, then you ask how to return, then you share the experiences. So these are the steps which is common to every practice. But fundamentally, step one is sensation and awareness on the major parts of the body. Step two, sensation and stillness. Step three, looking inside the head in the space 3 times and saying, I'm the peace. And the step number four is the breath awareness, 3 points of breath awareness. So I'm sending you the entire transcription of the practice. Look at it. And I'm also sending you this file, audio file, so you can listen to it and take your time, and you can what? You can complete the assignment and you can send the email to me. Now tell me if you have any doubt about it, any question. In the
That makes
meantime,
sense.
make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So, next half an hour, either you can be with me or you can send the assignment, whatever you like.
Okay.
So, I'm going to send you these both the files, and then you spend another half an hour, write an assignment, and send an email to me.
All right. Yeah, I can do that.
You can do.